So the most common, well, two most common mistakes that I see when I teach people Uchimata. First one is there's no connection between hip here and center. They like to try and throw Uchimata here with a lot of space. So what ends up happening is what we call Kenken Uchimata, where I'm just trying to hop to finish the Uchimata. Because there's no space there, it's easy for him to hop out. Okay? The second most common mistake is you are tight, but as the leg comes up to lift, he falls off my side. Okay, so even if I go in at speed, if I don't control him right down the middle, center on center, and my hip comes all the way through like an ogoshi hip, I end up not lifting him. Those are the two most common mistakes. The first mistake that people make when they come in, the supporting foot's all the way too far outside, so it's not central, and there's lots of space, and they're just lifting the leg. This is not horrible, but it just makes it a lot harder to actually hit the throw. To make sure that you don't hit the second mistake, you want to make sure that when you come in, your hip is not an ogoshi hip. This is an ogoshi hip. So your hips all the way through. Ogoshi, ippon tsunagi, your hips here, all the way through. Uchimata, I want it in the middle until I've lifted. Once I've lifted, that's when I can finish this rotation. And once I've lifted him right off his feet, that's when I can take my hip forward. So that same hip motion is actually what's going to throw after I've lifted. Once you've actually gotten the rhythm and gotten the idea of keeping your hip cocked until he's lifted, you can start to set the throw up with him moving backwards. And with him moving backwards, I wait till he's up, and once he's up, I finish.